So we did a little bit of shopping. Just came back. Hopefully you guys can hear me and the connection is better. Because the connection was terrible. Earlier, I think the connection was not that great. Yeah, I uploaded a few shorts at Walmart when I was shopping. Go ahead and like it and share with everyone. Basically, we will not stop until we get where we want to get. Regardless how much the life's empty, we'll get it through. And until we do, man, it's getting colder. Until we do, we're going to continue live streaming. Even if no one shows up. Even if no one shows up. Let's see. Sometimes it's possible, but most of the times it's not even possible. But we could try. We could try. Sorry, it's something I saw on my phone. You can always try it, right? Come to live stream, keep pushing it. and not to worry about how many people will show up. A lot of times, people will not come and show up for you, especially friends and families and everyone that you like. Oh, yeah, they're gonna be there. No, they will not. They will not. It's the strangers that gives you the most hope, not the ones that you think they will give you the most hope, honestly. The market's kind of sensing a good news. Um, maybe, just maybe, there could be a resolution for whatever is happening.
See, and they can essentially, start lobbying using their banking lobby in order to implement. Hey, why don't we make it compulsory for people to have to own a Bitcoin ETF? All I'm saying is, as long as many parts of the ecosystem centralize within one country, that also has the Federal Reserve, then there will be a Bitcoin industrial complex created in order to trick as many people out of their Bitcoin. And once they got as much Bitcoin as possible, short-term manipulate the price as possible. And most importantly, make sure that you don't have any Bitcoin in self-custody. Because the people that are in self-custody will be in a different place to those that have it in custody. When one day, just maybe, what Darkside talks about, they decide to do. And I remember MF Global. Anyone else old enough to remember MF Global? No? MF Global didn't have the commodities that they said they had because they made too many leather bets, and that was a large regulated institution. And everyone ended up in Chapter 11, and I remember Chapter 11 because I remember Celsius. And I remember what happened with Celsius. You ended up with a dollar claim against your Bitcoin at the bottom of the market with a bunch of your Bitcoin missing. And where did that Bitcoin end up? It ended up in the same people that shut down the banks, created Operation Choke Point 2.0, used their VC arms to invest in as many of the companies and coins as possible, and create crypto pump and dumps. So all I'm saying is they've done it before, they'll do it again, and they will want to do whatever they can with Bitcoin, and they know exactly how to do it because they control legislators, they control Congress, they control Senate, and if they want to say, stable coins, you have to have a banking license, and stable coins, you can only have yield if you're using the Federal Reserves. And stable coins, by the way, you're not allowed to use CoinJoin. And can you go and arrest the Market Samurai guys, put them in for 5 years? And also, we don't want them using unique wallet addresses every time they make a transaction. And if you're analyzing this based upon the Trump administration, understand that the Trump administration is building the crypto industrial complex. And then after Trump, there'll be a different type of leadership. And that leadership may not have the same goals as what you're getting used to now. So just want to know, so it's something we need to be aware of and we need to fight. And I don't think we should be getting people into really bad habits, because I think artificial intelligence is going to require everyone to self-custody not only their Bitcoin, but also their identity, probably their stable coins and central bank digital currencies, probably their social media data, because the world is most likely to split up to those on a universal basic income integrated into a social credit score and UBI, and those that have Bitcoin in self-custody. And we have seen that the government in desperate times can confiscate commodities, but they'll probably just do it for the financial industrial complex anyway. Anyway, those are all the things that can happen. and we have not won yet. And there is still a lot of work for us to do as a community to ensure. And all it requires is you participating a little bit in the way Bitcoin was designed.
Great points, Jimmy. And then
I mean, I really appreciate the perspective.
let's go to Jimmy.
Well, I was just going to say real quick, it cracks me up a little bit because you guys talk about exchanges so much, and unless you're trading Bitcoin, what the hell are you doing on exchanges? Look at the first 3 words of the white paper: peer-to-peer. I bought most of my coin from people. I sold my coin to people. I don't deal with exchanges. It's ridiculous. And this has got out of the system. And these guys are buying on strike and doing it on fold and doing it on. I mean, I like privacy. I like my sovereignty too much. When I learned about Bitcoin, it was like, wow, I know how to do this. And that's what you do, the privacy. And it's not about not paying your taxes or being illegal. It's about the fact you have a right to have what you have and own it and do it in privacy. And fuck everybody else who says you don't. I'm sorry, but it's a human right. And I have it. And it's a tool. You have to use it right. But people get on these exchanges, they leave it on exchange. Now, when you get a big hodl, I don't blame people for using Casa. I don't think much of anymore, but Unchained or other systems like BitGo, vaults that have been around for a long time because you have millions of dollars. You don't want to be holding the seed. That makes sense. I mean, I don't beat people up because their cold storage is with the third party. If it's a big model, it makes sense to do something extra secure and not be wrench attacked. But this idea that you're using exchanges to hold your coins or buy your coins and sell your coins is just, to me, it's like that's the system, that's the fiat crap. And as the guy was saying, whoever was saying this about exchanges run their banks and yes, that's exactly true. They're fucking scammers all the way. I don't work with banks at all. So yeah, get off the system. Go Bitcoin. It works. I've been doing it for years.
And just to bring it back to Casa and Unchained, I still personally think that Casa is superior to Unchained. I know a lot of people hate Casa because they're now offering Ethereum or whatever, but it's still no KYC, which is not the case for Unchained.